Hey guys, back with another unboxing. I just finished the other one a minute ago. We're finishing up with the Crimson Vow Commander boxes. I'll try to give a little bit more of a review and at least if you guys could try to help me out by telling me what I'm doing wrong or anything or what I could do better. Don't look at my nails, they're gross. I mean, I'm trying to get better at doing unboxings, I guess. One thing I've noticed is I do spend a little too much time on them. Not like I'm just like taking my time doing things. I don't think people like that. I don't think it's very entertaining to watch someone dilly-dally for a good hour. So, don't get me wrong, I know. I'm pretty terrible. So, pretty much the same stuff as the last one. You get the little whatever, um, the bat life counter that doesn't go up to 100 in a card game where you're gaining a bunch of life sometimes and just doing crazy stuff. So I'll give you guys a second to look at the commander while I clean up, and I mean I'll be talking. Uh, just gotta figure out, gotta get in the rhythm of things. It's been like forever since I've done any recordings or making videos. Sadly, the foil is really annoying for trying to record it, especially with my lighting settings. So I don't actually remember too much about this one. I actually haven't really seen this commander. I think I seen him played once when one of my friends got the precon, and I'm going to assume it was not that great because they never played it again. Um, but attacks, sacrifice 2 blood tokens and put a vampire from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking, gains indestructible until turn. So there is a better version of this basically in the actual set, which does the same thing, except it returns any creature, turns into a vampire, I think. I think it's attacking or gets haste or something like that. Uh, and the commander has a better body. It's 2 more mana, but it has flying and haste and better stats. And then you create blood tokens with this, but it's like he only has an attack trigger, so he's pretty terrible. I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat it, but yeah. Ward discard a card. Whenever another non-token vampire you control dies, pay 1, exile it, and then create a 1/1 black bat token. And then it gains when this creature deals combat damage to a player, return the exiled card. So that's actually kind of cool. I don't think it's very good, to be honest. Mostly because of the fact that if someone's board wiping, you probably did tap out, especially in a vampire deck. A lot of times, vampire decks are very um, aggressive, so that you're gonna be filling up the board very fast, and like this would be that it would be good, but it's also a 6 drop, so like by the time you play it, someone board wipes, you just didn't have enough mana because you had to pay 6 mana for it, and then a mana for each its ability for each creature. I think it counts. No, it doesn't count itself. If it counted itself, it would be better, and even then, it's not even that much better. So we're gonna get some blood token vampires. Some card draw. Blood Artist is a good reprint. This card is never cheap. Um, Return a vampire from your graveyard. Basically Blood Artist. I mean, I think it literally is. Or another creature dies. It's literally just Blood Artist with flying and 2 more mana. Feed the Swarm is honestly a card I think needs to be seen in more red-black or black-blue decks. I don't have it in all of them, but they're pretty good. Uh, this one's pretty nice, especially in Markov. 1 mana gets in pretty quick, and then start sacrificing vampires that might die anyways to start buffing your guys up. Knight's Whisper. There's a lot of card draw in here that's supposed to be painful. Don't know why. And then each of those vampires, target creature gets -3. Tap any number of untapped vampires you control, and if you do, you create. That's not that good. It's like it's pretty bad. I wouldn't play that. That's a cut immediately. Vampire Nighthawk, not a cut. I like it. We got Kylo Ren over here. I remember everyone making that joke when this card came out, or at least was put in the Edgar Markov deck. That's when I started playing. Was around when those were released. Deals combat damage to a player, put a counter on it. So this card is very good. Honestly, most of these are probably going to be put into Edgar Markov. I will probably tear this apart and start putting things in Edgar Markov. Attacking creature to first strike. That's pretty good. Whenever a vampire you control deals damage to a player, put a counter on it, and it has Madness 3. So It's a good Madness card. There's a red-black Vampire Commander with Madness. Vandoblast is an amazing reprint. Rakdos Charm was in a thing where I said this needs to be played more. People don't play it enough, and it is true. Stormkirk Captain, pretty good reprint. Arcane Signet, more mana rocks. As you can see, I am going to start skipping through things. So Swiftfoot Boots, pretty good with the commander who has an attack ability. Unstable Obelisk, it's a pretty good removal spell, all things considered. We're going to skip through these lands. This is one of the ones I actually was thinking about for the vampire. It is 6 mana, but whenever a vampire dies, you can pay 2 life and draw a card. And it also gives your attacking vampires Death Touch and Lifelink. So it offsets its whole point about being paying life for stuff. Uh, oh wow, Glass Cast Heart. It's a weird name. But this one's pretty good because 13 tokens. So the main thing I actually like about this is mostly the pay 1 mana and a life, and then make a uh, black and white vampire with lifelink. It kind of offsets its own life loss and just 1 mana to make it. It's pretty good. This is one of the partner ones. I don't remember seeing this one. I might have to see it real quick. An opponent controlled dies, gain 1, and create a blood token. That's not that good. This one's pretty decent actually. Each non-vampire gets -X, where X is the number of vampires you control. Until end of turn, creatures you control gain menace whenever this deals combat to a player. Exile top card of the layer. You can play that as long as it remains spam and blah blah blah. Yeah, doesn't really matter. It's not a good card. It shouldn't be in this deck. A demon. So why is the demon in here? It has madness. Doesn't really make much sense. Uh, and pay 8 life. You have to pay 3 mana and 8 life, and then when it enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices the creature with the greatest power. You gain life equal to that. Okay, makes a little bit more sense with the life loss, but it's still kind of crazy. Enters the battlefield. Create a blood token for each opponent. Blood tokens are equipment. Okay, that's pretty cool. This is definitely a card I actually really like the design of. It's something different. I think the problem is no one's playing a lot of these cards because they only want to draw cards, and pretty much if you're not doing that or making tokens or killing people, you're not playing Commander. Each player may discard their hand, draw cards equal to the greatest mana value they own. That's pretty cool. It's pretty. This is probably better in like uh, what is it? I'm trying to remember. Maelstrom Wanderer. Oh, this is the partner one, and then 2 mana sacrifice and goad. I could probably run. I would think about running those in the black red goad thing. That would be pretty decent partner commander or partners. When Markov Enforcer, another vampire, enters the battlefield, fights up to 1 creature an opponent controls, and then creature dealt damage this turn dies. Create a blood token. Not that great actually. Well, I guess if you can give all your vampires death touch or buffs, I mean this can be pretty decent, but it's not that great. Destroy up to X artifacts without mana abilities or X number of vampires you control. I mean, I don't know. Would I run this? This would be a maybe. I think what I might do is I might see how many non-artifacts with or artifacts with non-mana abilities are in our play group, and then start just deciding if I want to put that or not. Or another non-token creature dies, create a treasure. Oh, whoa. Okay, wait. Oh, non-token vampire. It's still good. Sacrifice 2 artifacts, exile. Yeah, blah blah blah. Create three or choose 3 creature cards in your graveyard. Return 2 of those at random from your to the battlefield and put the other on the bottom of the library. This is actually a really good card. I have not seen anyone talk about it. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player sacrifices non-vampire. Uh, when you cast vampire, it gets Bloodthirst 3. Um, when it leaves the battlefield, draw a card for each 1/1 counter on it, and then you can pay one or pay black and 2 life and put a counter on it. It doesn't have a life link, but it's still not bad. Butcher of Malakir is pretty good. Champion of Dusk is amazing, especially if you can start drawing cards. Oh, Cordal Vampire, I like this guy. Target player draws X and loses X life. I do like how this says target, so you could kill your opponent with it. Exile target creature, put a counter on him, and then this one would be a cut in the Edgar Markov deck, so it's a cut here too. Protection from white, and then into the battlefield, each opponent loses life equal to the number of vampires you control, gain life equal to loss. Would I run this in Markov? I think if Markov's fast enough, this actually can be pretty good. This is a card I actually did want to play, and I wanted to make like a vampire aggro deck, so this could be pretty funny. Tap a swamp for mana, add an additional black. Uh, I mean it's not that. I mean it's actually not that bad. I don't know. It's a hard one, but like if you're at 6 mana, you're already probably doing something bonkers. Bonkers. Enters the battlefield, destroy card creature an opponent controls, and opponent dies, exile with it. Put a counter on each vampire you control. That one's actually really good. Vampires attack. Yep, you gain life. Discard a card. Vampires you control get +1/+1 till end of turn. Only activate only once per turn. Not that great. A land becomes basically a like Phyrexian Arena, but you lose a land. Tax each combat. Discard your hand, then draw 3. Uh, Actually not too bad. Madness deals 2 damage divided as you choose numbered targets. If it spells, deals X damage. So I guess you're getting all these Madness cards because you're playing blood tokens. Blasphemous Act, great card. Commander creatures you control have +2/+2 and have haste. Not great in Markov. I think it was in Markov, which just didn't make any sense considering Markov had haste. I mean, the +2/+2 is nice, but Markov puts counters on things anyways. You put deal 4 damage to that player unless they control their commander. Well, it's not too bad, but it's just 4 damage really. Like 4 damage, and you have a 4/5 trample. I don't know if it'd be a vampire, more of like a beast or something. Each vampire that is on the battlefield has madness is equal to its mana cost. That's cool. Gain control of or goad all creatures with power 4 or greater uh, until end of turn. Untap those creatures, they gain haste. Gain control of 3 or less. Okay. This one's pretty good. Making token copies of vampires with haste, pretty good. Um, and whenever dealt damage dies, put a counter on him. And I think we're finally on the land, so I think I did speed this video up just a little bit. Even then, we can look at the tokens real quick. But I mean, it's better than a 20-minute video. For the most part, this one seems more like the kind of commander deck that no one would really build. They would just buy, play it a little bit, and then tear apart for all the goodies inside, especially because a lot of people are building Markov now, since there are more commander Markov staples, I guess you could say. I think that'll be it for this video. I've still got, like 2 more just for the Neon Dynasty commanders to make, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what was better about this one or worse than the last one if you do watch that one in this one. And I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.